You see this, Marvin? They're always messing with my... Did you see this? They're always messing with my papers. You saw this one? Little note. Isn't that nice? You think I should share it with the audience? Let them in on a kind of behind the scenes, what goes on at the studio here? Yeah? Yeah, maybe I will. All right, got that clip ready? It's a great clip, funny clip. Thank you, Marvin. Appreciate you. Let's do it. Good afternoon. I'm Steve S.H. Walters reporting for Breaking News 500 here in Vero Beach, Florida. Today's topic is The Wizard of Oz and their dark secrets. Now, before we get on to that, give us a subscribe, a like, a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate you, and it keeps this content coming your way. And thank you for that subscribe. Now, let's get on to The Wizard of Oz. Now, before we touch on that, I was chatting with my assistant, Marvin, who does a great bang-up job, and I got these notes. My staff, I got a staff where women like to play games, so we're going to give you a little behind the scenes. They hide my stuff, they move things around, they leave me notes, So this morning, or this afternoon, I get this note on here in my papers. It's a heart. It says, "Good morning, love the girls." Isn't that cute, folks? Well, thank you, girls, for the nice note. Please stop hiding my stuff and moving things around, but thank you for the note. Better to be loved than hated. I love you back. All right, let's get on to The Wizard of Oz. Now, The Wizard of Oz was filmed in 1939 based on the book by author L. Frank Baum, and it was produced by MGM Studios and released in theaters August 25th, 1939. Now, it tells the story of Dorothy and her dog Toto, who's in Kansas, and a tornado whips through Kansas, lifts up her house, shoves it in the sky, and drops it in the magical land of Oz. Well, when she drops down in land of Oz, she meets the good witch and a bunch of munchkins that tell her and her dog Toto to follow the yellow brick road. 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 Follow the yellow brick road to the Wizard of Oz, who can grant her wishes and get her and Toto back to Kansas. So she starts following that yellow brick road. And along the way, she meets a scarecrow who needs a brain, a tin man who needs a heart, and a lion who needs some courage. And we've got a great scene. It's a funny scene. I love it, folks. You're going to love it. We got a scene where Dorothy and Toto and the scarecrow and tin man meet the lion for the very first time. Got the clip ready, Marvin? I'm laughing already. It's great, huh? All right, Marvin. Roll the clip.
How long can you stay fresh in that can? Come on, get up and fight, you shivering junkyard. Put your hands up, you lopsided bag of hay.
Now, that's getting personal, Lion. Yes, get up and teach him a lesson. Well, what's wrong with you teaching him? Well, I hardly know him.
I'll get you anyway, Kiwi.
Shame on you.
What did you do that for? I didn't buy them.
No, but you tried to. It's bad enough picking on a straw man, but when you go around picking on poor little dogs.
Well, you didn't have to go and hit me, did you? Is my nose bleeding?
Well, of course not. My goodness, what a fuss you're making. Well, naturally, when you go around picking on things weaker than you are, why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
You're right. I am a coward. I haven't any courage at all.
Well, what do you think about that scene? Pretty good scene, huh? Were you laughing? I think it's pretty funny. Anyway, there's some great scenes in this movie, fantastic scenes. That's just one of them I happen to like and picked out for you guys to see. Now, let me ask you this. Are you curious about some of the dark secrets that go on in making a film? Well, we got some here in this film here. And we're going to do the best we can to bring them to you. I'm going to tell you about 6 things that went on. Now, number 1, Buddy Ebsen was the original Tin Man. Yes, he played the Tin Man for 10 days on set. But that aluminum powder that they had on him for playing the part of the Tin Man, well, he got horribly, horribly ill, and they had to rush him to the hospital. While he was recovering in the hospital, they replaced him with Jack Haley. But the producers got wise. They got rid of that powder, and they brought in a pasty silver aluminum grease that they put over some grease paint, and Jack Haley had no problems, and he did a fantastic job. Now, what about Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West? You know, she had that famous line where she tells Dorothy, "I'll get you, my pretty." Well, she got herself. You see, she was wearing that green oil-based paint makeup, and it got caught on fire in that scene where she was trying to disappear in the smoke. Well, she recovered okay, but she refused to work with fire again. And I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to work with that makeup and it's catching fire. Can't blame her one bit. That has also happened on set. And what about the poppy scene where they're in the poppy fields and the snow is falling? Well, they used asbestos for the snow for that. They didn't know at the time that it was so bad for you health-wise. And luckily nobody got ill from that asbestos scene of the poppy field that was falling in the course of making the film. Now we're going to go to the real kind of dark area here with this film. Legend has it that there's a scene in the film where a munchkin can be seen hanging from a tree that he committed suicide. And we got a photo. Now, it's not the best photo, but we're going to put it up in a second for you. Now, the producers later claimed that it wasn't a munchkin, it was just a large bird. Are you ready for the photo? Here's the photo. Is it a munchkin in the background that killed himself? Is it a large bird? Or is it something else? Who knows? We never really know for sure what happened there. But there was the photo. Now, speaking of the munchkins, Judy Garland's ex-husband, Sid Loft, claimed in his book that during the course of making this film, the adult munchkins were sexually harassing Judy Garland, and she was just a teenager at the time. Because they were small, they figured they could run their hands up her dress and have some fun. Well, who knows if that really happened or not. These are just claims made. But her ex-husband has passed away. Judy Garland has passed away. So we don't know if these claims are true or not, but they have been made. So those munchkins up to something? Did some of them really sexually harass Judy Garland on set and make her life miserable? Who knows? What's your thoughts on that? I kind of think maybe a couple of them might have been up to something. Things do happen on movie sets. Put down your thoughts in the comments. And lastly, our cowardly lion, Burt Lahr, who played the part. I got to give him some courage for having some courage. Because you see, he wore that lion costume, which was actually made partly from lion skin, weighed 100 pounds, and he sweat like crazy wearing that costume. And look at the fantastic job he did in the course of making this film. So I think he showed some real courage wearing the lion suit. Well, these are just some of the things that went on behind set. Put down your comments, what you think, especially about the munchkin hanging from the tree. I'd love to hear about it. And I'd love to hear your comments in general. Now, you can see this film, Wizard of Oz, on Hulu, Netflix, and Prime. And the good thing about The Wizard of Oz, it won 2 Oscars, it's a national treasure, and it is one of the most beloved films of all time. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this report. I'm Steve S.H. Walters reporting for Breaking News 500. Have a great day.